the low pressure there, the pressure differential causing those clouds actually to form right around the fuselage. The effect of aerodynamic maneuver in real time. United States Marine Corps F-35B Lightning II. How about that? Now, I'm going to take a chance to introduce a friend of mine. A gentleman with whom I have worked a lot over the last, I don't know how many years, but we have been able to share the stage and a number of show announcers. Please welcome Hollywood Danny Cushman. Louis Horschel from New York City, in the wing position, Ariel Luedi from Switzerland. Now, I've introduced you to these pilots. What I'm going to tell you about is to be able to fly formation like this is rehearsal, rehearsal, rehearsal. The ability to do the aerobatic maneuvers, right side up, upside down, with the wingman only looking at the leader of the airplane, perhaps a target spot, perhaps a paint line, perhaps a number, perhaps a letter, perhaps a ribbon line. Never looking into his cockpit, never looking at the ground, but only following the leader. Okay, now we've talked about the difficulty factor, the artistry in the sky. You're playing out in less than 120 minutes. And at a press conference, one of the reporters said, how did you pull that off? That was pure magic. Getting the airplane from the start of production on the ramp, ready to fly in that short amount of time. Dutch Kissimmee said magic. He said, let me tell you something, Parker. In terms of magic, you cannot pull the rabbit out of the hat unless you have the rabbit in the hat. And that rabbit in the hat was a wing design called laminar flow. And that was the fastest wing in the world at that artistry in the sky. In the sound of the Rolls-Royce engine is. And that Rolls-Royce engine was the thing that made the Mustang the iconic aircraft it was, because the Allison engine didn't perform well enough at high altitude to keep up with the Hurricane Spitfires against the German aircraft.
All right, so Rolls-Royce had a two-stage supercharger. It allowed the aircraft to get up to another 10,000 feet of altitude up to the dogfight arena around 35,000 feet and help with our left shoulder. I think Rob and I, a lot of times we will hear from our devoted fans, shut up, we want to go to the engine.
Said, oh, we're going to use this one too. They couldn't make the engines fast enough. They being that in 1943, the Senate War Investigating Committee, then headed by Senator Harry Truman, later becoming President of the United States, said of the Mustang that it was the most perfectly aerodynamic. A liquid-cooled engine like many of your cars and trucks from Trent. You can see how they do it. So you have to have a radiator. The radiator shares cooling duties with not only the engine but the oil cooler as well. Now that you will see. We're celebrating the 50th year of the F-16. What do we see on the belly scoop of the F-16? That same daggone gutter from 1940 to 1972 when that airplane was first designed. That kind of technology came out of America's quest for speed, victory, or the fight.
As these two pilots fly their forward, and we never will forget our veterans. Those who are still with us, and those who are gaining veteran status, even today. For that, would you give a big round of applause to all the people, all the sacrifices, and all of the great efforts that make this country great. Look at the formation.
F4U Corsair as part of the Navy's Legacy Flight Program. That's a big deal because it shares the commonality, the tradition of with Louis Horschel in the Jack Aces. What a tremendous thing. And you can see, if you look at carefully, you can see that radiator scoop underneath and that little bit of a gutter still on the airplane. It's amazing, Danny, when you think of the training through which the pilot